Look at all that snow.
Dude, look at that.
Holy shit.
I don't know. We might not be able to.
We might not be prepared for that. I have this sweater and that rain jacket.
Hey guys, it is August 20th. It's a Friday. I am going on my first backpacking trip. You can see I have this Keb 52 behind me. It's, I've been collecting gear for about 2 years. I'm an avid hiker. I'm experienced, with a lot of hiking, but backpacking, picking up camp and moving it, this is my first time. I'm 176 pounds, so 20% of my body weight is a little over 35 pounds. This pack is 36 pounds with water and food, so I'm a little over. I will admit I'm a little over. And that's a little worrisome, but the trip is not going to be 30 miles of packing, backpacking with this on my back. It's going to be 10 miles in. We set up camp, we do the big day, and then after that we do about 10 miles back. That's the plan. I think it's going to go well. As far as the journey goes, it's Kings Peak. It is the hardest trail that's not rock climbing, so I definitely picked a hike that was not probably the best for the first time backpacking. I'm excited though. I'm a good hiker. I've hiked with weight before, but not this much weight. Usually like up mountains like Mount Fuji and stuff, and a couple liters of water on you and stuff like that. So I'm used to having weight to an extent, just not this much. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I think it's gonna be smooth. My friend Nick is going with me, and he's done this trail before, but I've also extensively mapped it out and done research. Like, I'm pretty confident in my ability to navigate it all by myself, which is where you want to be if you're, going at all, because especially if you only have one other person, because what if they get injured, right? You need to be able to know your way back. So everyone should be as knowledgeable as they can before they go. I'm excited to vlog this whole trip. I'm excited to try all the little peak refuels and other meals out there, and have snacks to share, and just enjoy my time, with a friend, and hiking one of the hardest mountains, and summiting the highest peak in Utah. We had literally at the top of Utah. At one point, I will be the person who is at the highest height compared to every other person in the state. So that's really cool. I'm excited about that. I'm a little worried about my phone. I have a little battery pack. I'm worried about that dying on me on the second day, so I might not be able to record the third day. It would be unfortunate. I will let you know if that gets cut off. But I'm going to try and be a little bit conservative and just try and film some highlights, maybe 1 or 2 time lapses, and then, call it a day. So that's the plan. As far as the pack goes and everything, I'll do a gear review sometime later. I have a lot of good gear. It's just I'm a little bit on the heavy side. The biggest thing is I could have probably a lighter tent. I could probably have, that's the main thing. And then other than that, I could probably go a little bit lighter on my sleeping bag. There's just little, it's the big 3, right? Those things, if I go lighter on, I would probably be significantly lower. But it's expensive, and I'd rather not pay, $500 for Big Agnes. I don't want to do that. Yeah. I actually bought a smaller tripod just for this trip, but I didn't bring it. I decided not to, because it's just like my pack is already heavy enough, and I can make it work with my phone. I've done it before, the really shady stuff where you balance it like on rocks and stuff. And I think for trying to minimize weight, it just makes more sense.
This is the lightest my pack has ever been.
How much did it weigh?
I haven't weighed it.
Okay, well,
I just know by feel this is the lightest it's ever been.
Compared to mine, what do you think? Mine's heavy. It's 36 pounds. That's heavy.
I think I'm about there.
Okay, about there.
To put in comparison, my last trip, my pack was 100 pounds.
100 pounds? Damn. I don't.
Our dumbasses wanted to carry like
this 6-gallon thing of water plus like a 12-person tent and a whole bunch of crap. It was ridiculous.
Wow, that's insane. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. And the smoke, the Parley's Canyon got put out by that storm. So like we at first I thought we were not gonna be able to go through Parley's Canyon, but it's out, so we can go now. So that shaves off like 20 minutes.
That last storm, I think the border to Canada somewhere, people were stuck in traffic for like 10 hours.
Oh.
Can you imagine being stuck in traffic all day?
No.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Out here, we're just kind of cruising along at a slow speed. But yeah, then once we get there, it's already 3:59, so I mean, we probably have another, 30 minutes. So it's gonna be 4:30 by the time we start, which is later than we anticipated. We didn't want to start that late, but we probably can still make Dollar Lake on time. It might be a little dark. I don't know about you, I've set up my tent in like literally in the middle, pitch black in rain. So like I'm confident we'll be able to get to camp, right? You know, rain or shine.
Mine requires tie lines, so it might be a little bit more, but I think we'll be alright. Yeah. But the weather lately, like, it's not gonna rain.
We are at the trailhead. We just finished readying our gear as much as we can. We're gonna start walking down and head towards the Dollar Lake.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking.
We're on the trail. River is bigger than I expected. I thought it was gonna be more of a stream in August, but it is not dried out or shrunk much at all, probably. Still don't have a view of Kings Peak pretty early on. We got 7.8 miles, 7.5 to 7.8, somewhere around there, to Dollar Lake. It's a little bit chillier than we were expecting, but not bad. Nothing we can't handle. We're taking a break by this lovely stream. Definitely feel like my torso length could be upped by about like half an inch maybe. I feel like that would make it a little bit more comfortable in the shoulders. It's near perfect. It was perfect without weight, but as your bag sinks down on you, when you actually have it fully weighted, you might have to readjust your torso length or other parts of your bag mid-hike. And that's pretty normal, I've been told. You know, feel free to stop on a break and readjust your bag if you feel a little discomfort. You know, follow the 80-20 rule, 80% on your back, 20% on your shoulders. If it feels off from that, it feels like you're 40-60, that's too much weight on your shoulders, so adjust it. No wildlife really. Lots of flowers. This is like a dead forest, and then it's like a beautiful stream on the other side. It's like, could not be more different. So cool. I don't know, we're still in the first 2 miles, I would say. I mean, we're maybe farther than that, but I mean, it feels like first 2 miles still. But a lot of it was uphill, but now we're kind of going a little downhill, so it's pretty good. Nick, how far do you think we are?
Huh?
How far do you think we are?
Mile and a half.
Sounds accurate to me. I think we're still in the first 2 miles too. Sure does feel like it. Yeah, I guess toe shoes would help you navigate across all these streams. Yeah. So, you see how rocky this path is? That is the vast majority of this trail. It is rocky, rocky, rocky. And you pass by, or you cross the stream a lot. You walk up the stream a lot. It's very well marked. I think it's pretty obvious where to go. You know, the trail is very obvious, but it's not pleasant. My hips are definitely feeling it, both of them. See, the mountains are red, they're glowing, which means the sunlight is on its last bit. You know, the light wavelength shifts as it moves through the atmosphere and gravity, and has a different glow to it. So the whole valley is not lit except for the side of the mountain over there, and that means we have an hour of decent kind of this twilight light at most. We might not make it to Dollar Lake. We might have to set camp a little bit before. We have headlamps though, so before darkness, if we wanted to set up, if we wanted to keep going, we could keep going with headlamps. But if we wanted to set up a little bit before, there's plenty of decent spots for that. We just have to make sure we're 200 feet away from the nearest water source, including these little streams that you have to walk through constantly. Something a lot of reviews, little video reviews, do not show you. So Nick's actually wearing snow boots because they're extra waterproof. Very smart actually for this hike. That is if you don't get hot feet. Which if you're going, you know, we're in August, it's still pretty chilly. We have these jackets slung over our shoulders for a little bit of warmth, but not too much. Because it's chilly if you stop, but not too bad. It's gorgeous though. You have these flats. They're just empty space every now and then. My head is poking into my neck a little bit. Give you updates when we get to camp. I think Nick's having a rough time. His pack doesn't have these load straps on, like right here. It doesn't have those. The load lifters. It's kind of very rudimentary. He's had since high school. It's not a very good pack. Not that I'm going to tell him that. I mean, I've already kind of told him he needs a new pack. So he's having a rough time. He has a lot of extra weight. He's probably carrying 10 liters of liquid. You know, he's probably like 50 pounds or something like that on his pack. I mean, I'm at 36 and that's heavy enough for me. Like, my hips hurt. but he has me in pain. So, well, he's coming. Oh yeah, tents out there. First tents we've seen. Wow. Okay, we're almost there. Dollar Lake, footbridge, Horsewood. Cool. Kings Peak. Someone's like, just in case you don't know, you gotta go towards Dollar Lake for that. So the river's right there, which means,
Look at all that snow.
dude, look at that. I don't know, we might not be able to,
We might not be prepared for that.
yeah, I'm not gonna, if the snow is that thick up there, I don't have micro spikes or poles.
I have this sweater and that rain jacket. Between those two layers, it might block the cold and keep me warm.
Yeah, you're worried about even being warm. I'm worried about, do we even have the equipment to get up there? But that's beautiful. I mean, it's something.
You can't even see the top. It's covered with
Yeah.
cloud.
Wow. It's an extremely cold air coming down, right? Oh. These people, I don't blame them for setting up camp over here because it's getting dark, and we brought a propane stove. We weren't planning on doing fires, but apparently fires are allowed. You just have to be more than a quarter mile away from the lakes. I'm not exactly sure why that's a rule. You would think being around a lake would allow you to put out a fire if you accidentally started one a lot easier. Also,
Yeah, but water and ash is acidic and kills wildlife.
yeah. But it's getting really cold. I'm about to put on my jacket pretty soon if this wind does not let up, now that we're kind of more exposed. I think we might set up camp early, but here's the Elkhorn crossing right here. So that's the most dangerous bridge you gotta go across. He's checking the map. Okay, it's dark. We can't get out of the wind, so we're gonna find a place to set up. We got some tents over here. There's some, like a little dry, temporal lake. And we just need to find a spot because it's getting dark. We have headlamps, but we don't really want to trek the 2.8 miles or whatever it is to the Dollar Lake. By then it would be pitch black. If you read the reviews, a lot of people say trails can get a little bit harder to find the higher you get. So we want to be careful. We're getting cold. We saw these two guys coming up together, and one of them was crying. I mean, it was, some people are suffering. So it's cold enough where we really just need to pick a spot and get happy with it. There's actually plenty of good spots around here. It's just a little bit exposed to the wind, which we're not planning on having some big fire, so that's fine. So we set up camp. We are both in my tent right now. Well, I can't see you, Nick. Oh no, there you are. Sorry. We are making food in my little vestibule. I think that's how you say it. We just we're sitting down as it hydrates. We've got our beer. Think it. And for those of you who are younger than 21, it's just pineapple water. Fizzy pineapple water. Yeah, it was definitely a good decision to set up camp by Elkhorn Crossing with our late start. We actually ran by, it was two guys who were coming from behind us, and one of them was crying. He was in pain. Like, his pack was like causing him some serious pain, and so they went on.
They were in like shorts and shit.
Yeah, they were in shorts and like sandals, and they
Imagine why, they must be cold.
yeah, they have to be cold. And so they must be freezing. They didn't even bring like warm food. They didn't have like any propane or anything. Like they just brought like trail mix and beef jerky, they said. So they're having a brutal time, and I'm so happy that we have, even this beer and stuff is heavier, but we have better packs than them, better shoes, like warm stuff.
Yeah, they definitely did not prepare. At least we like gave a modicum of respect to the elements, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're like, the wind is cold, and it's like the summit is like everything's snow capped. They're saying because we just had these huge rainstorms that washed out the smoke and everything. But we think those rainstorms turned into snow everywhere up here. So, yeah, like we might not actually be able to get to the top. We might have to go up to like Gunsight Pass or Anderson Pass, and then we might have to turn around because everyone else has been telling us that that's what they've been doing. But everyone also is saying that it's August, so the snow is melting actively. So it might be clear enough by tomorrow afternoon for us to make it, which means maybe we should, we're a couple miles away, so we still need to get going early. We can't wait.
Sorry, it's the pineapple fizzy water.
Yeah, pineapple fizzy water.
No, we definitely need to be moving sooner.
Yeah,
it's
we can't dilly-dally.
If we were to summit, it's 13 miles round trip. So it's 6, or no, it's 8 first, then 6.5, then 6.5.
That's
and then 8 tomorrow. 8 on Sunday.
Yeah, it's a little rough back, but I think we're gonna go for it. We're gonna try it. Fortunately we set up camps. Like we're not gonna have the crazy packs that we have today. So it was hard today, but on our way back we're gonna be a lot lighter. And tomorrow, when we're trying to summit, we'll have a much lighter packs, like extremely light in comparison. So I think we'll do well. Okay, so it's time to eat beef pasta marinara. You gotta agree. After a long hike, that looks like a pretty good stew. That looks pretty good. Smells good. We dehydrated for 20 minutes instead of 10. We're at higher altitudes. Okay. Oh, we can't see your neck. There you are. What do you got there? Sweet pork and rice. Open it up. Let's see what's inside.
Scary monsters.
Scary monsters. Huh. It's like a lot of food, actually. Like, that's a ton of food. Okay, what's your rating on this thing?
Probably like a 7.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Is that a 7 on a scale of, dry freeze food, or is that a 7 on a just general food?
I think I took the line between 6 and 7, like any food.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
I would say that the beef marinara was good. The meat was a little chewy, but like it was small enough where like they hydrate as best as you can. So that's my opinion on that. I don't know. I'd probably give it's a solid 6 too. Same zone, but that's probably on a dry freeze. It's probably a 5. It's 7:47 a.m. Last night was actually really terrible. I think I got food. It's definitely food poisoning from my peak refuel, which I don't know. Like that doesn't sound like it should be something that should happen. But I was fighting the sensation and I was fighting the urge to puke all night long, and I feel weak. I feel like drinking water has been helping, but I didn't get like an inch of sleep last night. I got to rest my eyes a little bit, but like it was really bad till 3 to 5 a.m. and then I think I got like maybe an hour and a half of like okay-ish sleep after that. Maybe 2 hours, I guess, if it's 7:30 something or 7:40 something. So I don't know. I might have to pull the plug on this hike. I I'm feeling weak. I'm feeling upset. I don't know if I can eat anything. And if I can't shove some breakfast down my throat, then like I'm definitely not gonna hike to the summit. Especially because we ended up hiking, you know, almost 3 miles away from Dollar Lake. So it would be an extra long hike even to get to the summit. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Try and talk to Nick and see, but I'm feeling like the safest thing to do is to bail out. It's been cold, it's been windy. I'm normally fine with that. I was cold at first, like I was shivering, but then as soon as I cinched up my bag and everything, and like, you know, I eventually was sleeping very comfortably and warm, so I'm fine as far as that goes. I'm pretty good with the conditions, but I just am weak. Like I need to look this up, but food poisoning from like something like, you know, freeze-dried food, like this Peak Refuel, which is a really famous brand. I have no clue like how normal that is. It's like not like I definitely, you know, heated it up, and I even let the water permeate longer, because for high altitudes, like I did everything they say to do right. So we're almost packed up. Nick just has to get his tent put away. The rain definitely brought snow on the mountains, so we're gonna pack up and leave before it rains again. It's still very cloudy, and this place is known for afternoon thunderstorms. So if it's raining in the morning and we have a small brief period of no rain, then that means we gotta get out of here before it rains again. It was a brutal night, but you know, we both stayed warm, so that's all that matters. So we're gonna head out pretty soon. On the trail again. We are heading back. Hopefully it will feel shorter because it's more of a decline than an incline. Whoa. But there's a lot more water since the rain than we had last time. So these little creeks, which were here, are just larger. There was this one crossing where the wood planks were barely above the water. So I'm curious if that crossing is still going to even be intact. Haven't seen any wildlife really, other than chipmunks. So, no bears. Oh no, that's the better way. That's so cool. This is the worst crossing right here. I mean, it's just a mess. But we have some balance. We gotta cross unscathed. But that's where someone's gonna fall. It's entirely muddy. Have their trip ruined. It is 2:03 in the afternoon, Saturday, August 21st. We just got back to the car, just put our stuff. Oh, I mean, there's my bag with a rain cover. Fortunately, the rain did not really chase us out until the very end. Started raining at the end, but it wasn't that bad. It was more of a light drizzle. So we got a 3-hour ride back. Probably we'll get back sometime after 5 because we'll probably take a stop or two. Our hips hurt. Both of our hips hurt and our shoulders. I mean, you know, when you pack a little heavy, you feel it for sure. So definitely plan to pack lighter next time. Figure out almost any way to do it. But yeah, it's a good trip, even though it was aborted. You know, we couldn't get to the summit, and I mean, everyone who was going out there today was that way. I mean, there might have been some extreme people with micro spikes and poles and mountaineering equipment, and were willing to do it, but I mean, I probably saw like 2 or 3 people who looked even slightly prepared for that.